Y entonces, para supuestamente, si hay participación de las clases,
Exigimos. ¡Viva el 1 de mayo, Día Internacional del Trabajo! ¡Viva, viva, viva! ¡Viva el 1 de mayo, Día Internacional del Trabajo! ¡Viva, viva, viva! ¡Jamás será vencido! ¡Jamás será vencido!
¡Y el aguantero! El que le gusta tener palo en la mano. Entre los pies. ¡Oye! Pero la parte trasera.
Vas.
Abajo los comerciantes que laboran el 1 de mayo. Abajo los comerciantes que laboran el 1 de mayo. Abajo los comerciantes que laboran el 1 de mayo. ¡Viva el 1 de mayo, Día Internacional del Trabajador!
¡Viva! ¡Viva! ¡Viva!
¡Viva el 1 de mayo, Día Internacional del Trabajador!
Libertad por San Andrés.
¡Viva la justa lucha de la mujer trabajadora!
Mucho bien.
Oye.
Bien, man. Ya acabó que ahí está, ahí su bueno y no la es. No había nada. We are here married brother English, who have been fighting along for the rights of people. Have been seeing what is taking place in San Andres Island, where the rights of people have been losing territory. Every day, every morning, every second, we have been losing our right in this island, San Andres Garden and Catalina. So I just want to talk about English. Brother English, I want you to just give us a little highlight. I want you to see the future of the rights of people in San Andres, where we don't have a leader that have lead the people to do the right and proper thing for us to have a better day. But today we have been seeing that all who rise up say that they are rights leader in San Andres, they are fearless. And what we need to do now to get back on position to see that San Andres have a better tomorrow for our generation that coming. Right, tell me about it.
Brother PG, in this Livingston, I have been militant in the struggle, rights struggle from when I had 15 years. And during all these amount a year, 3 years back, I come to the conclusion that the leadership for restore and recover the rights of people wasn't the road. The road does not pay for us was to be able to get that. So I decided 3 years back to retire from the Rights-Al Council, which everybody had the hope and the belief into the Rights-Al Council. And in that 3 years back, March, the March that I resigned from it is because it did not comply with the aim of the people, what the people was asking for. So that's one of the reasons that I walk out from it and decide with some Rights-Al people to see if we could able to design a road for us to take to able to start work in favor of the Rights-Al people.
Another question about that, and the thing is that about approximately 2 years we make excuse me a little bit. But 2 years approximately we make get together there at the Assembly Hall to establish something better for the Rights-Al people in take this and turn into politics. And today we have been seeing it that the Rights-Al people does not have a leader in San Andres. Everybody have a say, everybody going to their own agenda. What do you think about that, and is that we as a Rights-Al people must call what we call a Congress for the Rights-Al people to decide if we want accept Pastor Alberto Garden continue to be our leader when he have been selling us like a Judah. I say clear because for me like a Judah. When he is the one who stand up say going to lead the Rights-Al people out of the situation that into, and this is the one that stand up against the Rights-Al people today. What do you say about that, brother English?
Well, brother Puzo, that's why I'm saying that I resigned from the Rights-Al Council because the way that Alberto Garden was leading the Rights-Al Council wasn't in behalf of the Rights-Al people. So I quit from it and decided to set something that all Rights-Al people can have the right to participate and decide. We talk about a Congress. A Congress, I don't believe so much in Congress. I believe that we have to make a totally call of the Rights-Al people to get us to get together and define the road where we are going. Today we have a road that's talking about self-government. Our self-government is practically ready. We only need the people to come out and support us. And you talk about a meeting that we had at the Assembly. This is not the first time Alberto betrayed the Rights-Al people. When we had the Colombian government against the wall with the Amen SD organization, Alberto quit from it and decided that he was going to participate in politics and leave us adrift. Today we think as how the Bible said we must forgive. We forgive Alberto and put him back in front of the Rights-Al Council, and today he come and do worse than what we had done before. So it's a moment that the people have to rise up and say, Alberto, it's enough. We must stand up and say, it's enough must mean enough, and we must take a road that we can be able to survive, our people can live in dignity, and that we can be able to have labor in all instances of the local and national government, that we can be able to restore our property, our land that was stolen away from us. look on this. How is it that Alberto going to support the governor? A governor that maltreat, a governor that destroying racial people, the land, the property that in the Colombian development plan from 1989 saying that the property is for the racial people, San Andres, Florence and Katrina, and Alberto Gordon is there as the president, and the governor took away several property that is not for the gobernación, is the racial property that would deliver to the gobernación to able to give to the people, and that the people can be able to exploit the land or the property, but the local government decide that them do what they want with the land because it is under the governor hand. No, the land belongs to us, and I want to make a call to our people. People, let's stand up for the land that in law for us, and the local government is trying not trying, they are taking the land and delivering it to the Fiscalía General de la Nación, to the police, to the Infotech and other organizations. We have to stand up strong, and I call on the people that we have to stand up, because not we're going to have to run off of this island. This land is for us, it's not for the gobernación.
But I if you know that the places that they took up on the narcos, then they are the road, that street in Bangkok, we call it Aguajale. I was get together, sign up paper, everything that they will be going to the right side people to make a place that the really Providence people then come to the island and can stay there, go to doctor or service like that. What we call a lugar de paso, as they say. And today we can see the governor, who's a governor, which is not a racial, he's a Spaniard, and I believe by right not a Spaniard supposed to govern our island, he must supposed to be a racial, and he take the place and give it to the nation to build what we call the juridical place. What do you think about that? That is not totally against the rights of people.
That's what I'm saying. The land is not belong to the gobernación. Then pass it to the gobernación in the name of the rights of people. The governor has to secure this property in the name of the rights of people, because the law said for the rights of people, priority for the rights of people. What priority means? First, the rights of people. So he could never do what he done with the land that is taken away from us. So the idea is that the people come out and support us to be able to restore his property for the rights of people.
But in this, we see that when the governor of this island went to the international abuse in the United Nations, talking about the rights of the racial people, and this man who is the governor, Nicolas Gallardo Vasquez, violating the rights of the racial people, when up to now, going 3 years, and the landlord and car who Kabait are still in bed. Nobody said nothing about it. Today we can see that this business that was the Aguajale and the Tuparina Alto, and this now Pastor Alberto get and join with this man to go to the United Nations to talk about the racial, that they are protecting the racial. What do you think about that?
My brother, is hurtful. It's very hurtful, and I believe every islanders that have concern and love for this territory feel hurted what he has done. A man that is governor, a man that is violating all the international law and the Colombian constitution around the rights of ethnic people, and our representation that we have say that our representation go and support him when the guy is violating all our human rights. It's not acceptable what Alberto Gordon did, because a guy that is violating our rights, our ethnic rights, our territorial rights, our political rights, our civil rights, our cultural and social rights, my brother, it's a shame. It's a shame that this guy that said that he represent us went over there and support this guy. And the thing is that the Inter-American Court of Justice accept the guy as the representative of the racial people. That is a thing that hurt, and the guy not doing anything for the racial people. all what is going on, and he never one day he decided to take our case to the Inter-American Court or to the
Pastor Alberto ever do that, eh?
Never.
Pastor
Never.
Alberto as the racial leader in San Andres ever do that?
We do that. We don't know anything about that. If he did anything to that, because he's a guy that keep everything to himself and he don't inform nothing to
how we deal with a political leader from San Andres which is not racial, and he gone against us and gone and give this man right in San Andres to do what he doing to the racial people?
Yes, because why? Because he appeared as the president of the Racial Council. We haven't do anything to change the guy from there. So he using that position as president of the Racial Council, Racial People Council, to be able to go to any part of the world in representation of the people. Because what value is what on paper. It's not what me and you think. It is he appear as the president on the act, and anywhere he go, he said, "I am the president. I am the president of the Racial People Council." So the people them believe in it. But we are the people that we should take a decision around that. And I will make a call to all the racial people today. Let us get together and move this guy from there and put somebody else that will really do something for the racial people.
All right, thank you, brother. And we are here also this time with Sister Katia Outen, a leader also of our racial community, all the way pending that the thing go good for the racial. Today this morning, sister, I want to ask a question. You agree properly that what our pastor Alberto do, going with the governor to the international abuse, to say that he have been taking care of the racial people and looking for the right keep of the racial people in San Andres. When it's not so, you agree about that, Pastor Alberto? Then?
Well, really, I can't agree about that because for all of us, it's not nothing hiding. Our community is passing hungriness. We don't have the right to work in our territory. Our land, everything have been given. So if we have a leader that represents us, the first benefit has to be for the people. But really, what we see going on, we see benefit for our couple. And we can't go ahead and play with God. Because in this moment, in this time, he not sleep, you know. If I preach that God is so powerful and him not sleeping, I have to have really care of do what I talking about. And I want to embrace this opportunity to ask Pastor Alberto, Pastor, you is a man of God. How come this happened? Our ancestors be crying in the grave at what we saw. I don't have nothing get against the governor or whoever sitting on the governor's seat, because this is not something personally. This is something talking about who we is. And we don't get recognition internationally. So how we going and fight for something that not benefits us? Because we have to fight to have our government. We have to fight to help our people. But we can't go out there, go fight to help our government where we know they destroy we. So I really asking Pastor, put your hand on your heart, Pastor. Beg pardon to your people. And go ahead, be the nice man of God who I need and who I know from the church. We love you and we need you come back to your people and work for your people, because I know together we can. Everybody commit mistake, commit error in life. But if God pardon we, why we can't pardon each other and come ahead, come together and hug up each other and work for the people. Let the benefit be for the people. Our people be dying with hungriness. They not got the pills and what they need to drink for their medication. We not got one hospital like the rest of people in the country direct to attend to our people. We don't have nothing that difference we from who living in our territory when we have the rights. So we need to come together to defend our rights as racial people and forget our personal benefit, because when when you lose, or when I lose, everybody they lose like Rysal. And we have left our legacy, that is our territory, our tongue, our language. We have to fight to keep up that, because that's who make we. So thank you, QZ, for the opportunity. And I'm going to ask the people, let's try come together and build up one another, because this that with territory, the international court, the national court, everybody give we the rights and say we is the owner of the territory. So what will they do with the territory?
What I will people really, because it must be supposed to be. So God tell me in His word that we must treat people well when they come, but don't allow people governor you. What do you talk about a Spaniard governor in our island? What do you think about that, sister?
Well, I believe God permit that to make with the way we did today. So we can say and think and beg Him pardon and beg Him to take over back this island. Because I don't know if you remember, but when I went to small and they grew up, the church when they over every government, the church was the one who lead and be assessor for the government. Because the Lord was first to our grandparents and our ancestors. But what they happen? The government they over the church. The government they submit the church. And that's why the Lord they permit what is happening. I don't have nothing against no governor. I don't have nothing against no politician, because everyone as they do, everyone going to pay. But the church has to come back to the level, take up the space that we be losing, be the assessor, and make the Holy Spirit be the governor of the territory. And another part, another player. I know plenty of know I say, when she dey talk about she participate in a politics, when she dey talk about where she come from. If God forgive me and if forgive you, who this one or the next one to condemn me? Because when you give your life to the Lord, what Him say? When you give your life to the Lord, it's a new life, and I in this new life. And I thanks and praise the Lord. And I is here just to remind all of us that we have to come back and submit ourselves if we want our land be blessed.
All right. We are here with my sister Predator, who was in the marching in the 1st of May, where internationally they take this day to march about the laboring to the whole world. Sister Predator, what do you think about the right that the right side people have in San Andres in laboring? When today we can see that the right side people have been displaced in their own territory, and they have been taking people from other place to bring them in San Andres to work and to have the labor what belongs to the right side people. First of all, I want to put that first. God said, anybody coming to your country or into your nation, treat them good, give them everything, but not make them governor you. I see in San Andres we don't have nothing like governor now, because Ghanaian a foreigner hand. I clear with that. And the Ghanaian a foreigner hand because we will say disobey God. And God said He will allow that foreigner rule you if you don't do what God said to do. So we see that the foreigner they rule us now, and they talk about in the give the right salary right when time nothing like that not happen. And we see a pastor Alberto, which is a pastor to a leader, which is supposed to put the people in a highlight and take care of the people, gone support this man in the United States. We never do it for the right side, but we do it politically with a governor, which is not our governor in what we call ethnic. Is a governor that was established by the people in that come in San Andres because they are more with today. Well, I respect him as the governor, but by right, the right side people do want to put to govern the island. We say that the pastor went up there with him and give him all the right, saying they do good to the right side. What do you think about that, sister?
I think the Bible is fulfilling, Brother PZ. People calling good bad and bad good. I feel like it is I don't even know how to qualify it, the behavior of Pastor Alberto around this situation. this is a political affair. This don't got nothing to do with racial this or racial that because wasn't racial really, and how them gone and say like it's racial put the governor there, and that is a lie. That is a lie. All we know. Today I am here and I'm looking right here the functionaries them from the different judge office them, and I can pick out with my finger. I can pick with my finger how much native them amongst them. And what I'm here right here meditating and thinking, you know who the men are say we rise up and get the job? The resident them, you understand me? We never expect anymore and come to be who take away the job them from we. But the law gang and give them right to work. So that is what got we today, and it was very difficult. We have to do a lot of things, but a lot of work we have to do, but we cannot find the leaders that really want to sit down and see what we want to do. And if we can go internationally, we can go too. But we are divided too much, Brother Pusey. And when the problem is this, Brother Pusey, anytime the people lose trust in the leaders, then tata goodbye. Now we need new leaders, but we just see like the youth, especially because we don't get old now, they don't care to lead this thing. I don't care. Everybody only thinking about money. And I don't know what will be the future, Brother Pusey, of this little island with this amount of people. It's overpopulation. No government got the real intention to reduce the population. They don't have it. Because to reduce it, you need money.
I was talking about that. What do you think about the ethnic municipality in San Andres? The ethnic
Doctor, ayúdame, no te vayas. Sápame, me estoy enojando. ¿Cómo no? Estoy resfriada. No, me estoy resfriada.
Sister Ophelia, what do you think about the ethnic municipality in the section of Hill and South? For them to have a little raise to rule the territory because the territory have been invaded by foreigners and the rights of people are lost in the gravity in the island. What do you think about that, about the municipality for the rights of people?
I believe one of the persons that started even marching when Auri was there, I don't know if you remember, along with Fabio Palacio and many others, we marched and talk about it. We present the project. Ronald said he was agree to put the money and support us. But when it get to the commission, where was Raisal? They sink it. The same Raisal sink the project. So we went on again, and last year we made a derecho petition, and we pick up signature all over the place, and we write back the assembly, tell them must present it because them is the only one. And them answer and say we must present the project again, and we just sleep. I did talk to Bossman, but Bossman say I must do it. I'm not the liar. I tell him, but you doctor, you know better me present it. But I'm thinking very serious to see how we can present it again. You see what happened? We had it to 3 municipalities, giving out autonomy to each one of the sections because I only got 3 big sections. Hill, South, that's all. That's how the map was in those days past. So what happened when we gone around Dr. Arlington and he agreed, he went and present. At the same time when we were looking about that him present un municipio rural. He think about one municipality for the place and call it a rural municipality. So when we left out nothing, we can't left out nothing because we got plenty rice all nothing.
This is what I want to clear. I believe the racial struggle, nobody who approach to politics to vote to get into the racial struggle. This is a racial territory, and if anybody has been in a different entity, like was in a politics, not to vote to be interfering with the racial, like that the racial have to do the territory. I believe that is that.
Yes, me and you may believe that, but we don't have nothing to counteract it. For example, we have make a consulta previa around. We have a curul in the Congress, a representative. Up to now, we can get the apply because what happened is that we the people when we had the meeting on the hill, the politician them come in and them start want manipulate the thing. The thing is that you can't stop them because then the Raisal is a Raisal, the community Raisal.
So that means that Raisal use the right on their own territory?
No, you don't use the right, but when you use the figure of a municipality, it would be the first municipality. You have to look and study it good because there is no other municipality, ethnic municipality in the country. None exists.
And what about international abuse? According to the Convention 169, the ethnic people must have their own self-government, and it has not been implemented as yet.
But if we, the people, not do it, you know what happen. And if we continue divide and some going north and some going south, we know why get it by people. We have to sit down and get serious with ourselves and with the people that we say we they represent. You understand me? We can do it. What you know what is our biggest problem today? We don't have a Raisal authority. If we had a Raisal authority, we go anywhere international and stand up for a Raisal, the Raisal people. I want to embrace by the music and explain to the people why this thing set the turn. The Ministry of the Interior made a decree and he said we named in a Congress 33 people that was going to be the provisional Raisal Council and build the Raisal Authority. That's why they have Raisal Council, entre parentheses, they got Raisal Authority. But we did not, we built it in the Estatuto broke down for several reasons and we stay right there. What the problem we got? When we start out, we thought that the Raisal Council was going to do really well, going to do for Raisal. And we put nearly in everything. Raisal Council want to take care of this. Raisal Council we put Mr. Bueno for everything. Where are they right now with the congressman? We will forget the aval at the Raisal Council. And we know how the Raisal Council is. Everything we have. Even the piece of land where the governor take and give these people them from the justice office. I mean, phone drop there when take it up. I consider that in that agreement that we make, in that agreement that we make, yeah, doctor, yeah. In that agreement that we make and signed by the governor at that moment, it said the place would be used for the house. The lady, people them from Providence and then come down that have problems when they're supposed to go to the continent. They have somewhere to stay, they don't have to pay hotel. And the office of the Raisal Council. Nearly everything that we did because we had a vision that the Raisal Council will become the Raisal Authority. Until today, we don't have no Raisal Authority. People don't believe, people said them the president of Raisal Authority, and that is not so. I know they want to criticize me because I thought the truth. We don't have a Raisal Authority. We have a council, but not an authority.
Well, we see now say if we don't have a Raisal Authority, this Raisal Authority and not be Raisal, because it's who say in the represent the Raisal Authority, Ganda represent the corrupted politicians that we have in the island, destroying Raisal, and he Ganda say that this kind of government have been helping the Raisal, but in a what? You know when the Raisal no got no job, the Raisal no got nothing, the Raisal is a beggar in our own territory, and he might leave and go with this man to represent this man in a united appear saying that we are taking care of Raisal. What do you think about that, Mr. Player? As one who caught in the struggle, what we call a struggle, they fight to the Raisal right in the island. But sister, I want to tell you right now, I declare Pastor Alberto Gordon that him and my Raisal Authority. Because him can stand up like a Judah and they tell this kind of way is not my Raisal Authority. He is against Raisal. What do you think about that? We mentally see.
We can say, I don't know, and the Bible says I mustn't judge, but this is not a question of judge because it is.
The Bible says in a Corinthians that the saint can judge.
Yes.
So long as you with the eye what the man they do, I see what Pastor Alberto Gordon they do. Nobody not to tell me, I see with my own eye what he have been doing. You understand? I never judge him. Only God can judge the heart is. But I see what Pastor Alberto done before, saying that our leader in San Andre.
Inclusively, I think like if they ask him us to do that, him should get to the racial people and say, people, this they happen. This the governor want me to go with him to go represent myself. Say something to the people. Because you don't represent the people.
Sister Prayer for Pastor Alberto, the Pastor Alberto until now. Don't give no kind of information to the community of Carrollsall. No time. Who's one of the media? Pastor Alberto giving any information. He got it back for a long time. The youth cannot follow it. Until now, nobody know what they happen at the dock. What going on at the dock. Right up for him, like him and the owner. So what kind of rights that everything can be? Huh? He can do that. I was calling by the name.
Remember something, Brother Pusey? The devil got in power war too.
Correctly. Is that true that? Because look, let me tell you something. A man that have the love of God in his heart and hope to do the right and do it not is a Judah. One alone and let you don't tie the Christ and instead Christ to tell to pieces of silver. And I declare, say this man was saying our pastor spiritual leader in the Lord because if in the it will demonstrate God saying that it and demonstrate the people say in the it and he is not it. In turn a politician.
But
and that is Pastor Alberto him.
It's not only that. The pastor had been telling lies. And
I find him out in that.
And especially when
I don't tell lies to I find the pastor in a lying tongue.
Alright. Why are saying that? When the pastor decided to destroy me and get me, I was the problem in this council, you know. I was the problem in the council, so they had to get rid of me. And the only way to get rid of me is take out lie and say I the thief out the that when I know hold a peso, I know hanging money. And if the directive board consider that the work that I did, that we could get a that, we could be benefiting the racial people. Besides saying and give me $1 million pesos monthly as a bonification, I don't see that wrong. But he said,
I don't see wrong either.
Well, his decision is that if the directive board even do it, he's a dictator. If the directive board even approve it, he is not going to do it because he don't agree. And one of the things, that's why we have to tell the people the truth. He signed the minute. He signed the minute and approved it. Him sign it. I can show anybody the minute.
How today you got about 2 years come out and the dirty system and the corruption are still there. So then who? That's not Pastor Alberto Gordon.
Yeah.
No, I talk here. If you come out 2 years, Mr. Failure Pandey, and today it was because no corruption and today then the who are the corrupted one? Are they act? How are you tell me? That's still you there?
Me?
That's still you?
Me?
Then the who then I
don't know where going on out there because I don't go there. Sometimes I go look at my nephew because they're out there. I don't know nothing. I only know when you go out there, it's just like when you go around at the oil supply. More people they out there where they sell this and they give permission to this one and the next one to go out there go sell. I don't know what's in charge of him. I don't know what's going on. And I know business right now we're going on. But I say something in time up for February. In time up for February, there have to be another election. But maybe manipulated like I manipulated the last time because that was manipulated. Yeah?
Well, we the people, the rights of people must declare Pastor Alberto Gordon have no right to lead the racial anymore until they pardon to the racial people. And they say that if the racial people not accept it because the racial people want to be under corrupting in San Andres. And that's the fact.
But it's not the first time we get sting by Pastor, you know. It's not the first time we get sting. You remember when we went out of the airfield, not true?
The first time it started.
Okay. And you remember when we were in the politics, what happened with him and Jack Hosney?
Correctly, I know what took place.
You remember too?
Well, and today that the same
thing, betraying and
the man not gonna change. So we want the community to please decide who we want to be our authority in San Andres. If we want our election, make it do because Pastor Alberto no got no kind of feeling in racial people. He got one feeling and the interest about him oneself, because we can see Mr. Fella want to thank you, continue the struggle, because I put front of everybody the only one I see that stand up at the racial right in San Andres, that you. And if you get people to do it, it's well done because you do the work. But what about the number and the full community and the change the leader?
There's so much money I make from the governor. So you go governor, and I got nearly 20 years since I pension, and you go there and see if I ever got any my contract where I get is every year where I make my stay up here. I no got nothing else because that's
and our product you put in the
13 years.
What kind of product will you see the council or the racial council then they put in to help the community? What we say they got out there so they got one eye to help the community in a what? And they have the question. One of we racial have to jump up on the short people the shorter we turn it back on God. Because you're not gonna rise in an island. When somebody else take the benefit?
I hear an audio going around, and I don't know if you went the Harry program, but he was saying that he will render account to the people around the situation of the gap. But the situation is not just rendering account, because I can go and say anything and confuse it. But from there to the realities and another thing. And he's saying that the money can't spend any kind of way. The money have to in can't spend the money then find anything, but him spend it for where he want and who he want, and him give help to who he want. You understand? And I think that is not right. And what we supposed to do is call a racial assembly. Government can't do that. That we the people have to get one group and we on the side so we call the assembly and call it and make
one racial congress.
One racial congress or one assembly. And make the people them
decide
what they want, if they want to continue with the provisional racial council, which I know agree with it, make we set up the racial authority and done.
All right, I agree because this is not going to be good. God bless you, thank you for the interview, and God bless you, and God continue blessing you because I will defend you because I see what you may do, but I don't see what this one they do.